Well, hello one all, welcome back to the Purple Rain podcast. Now, as you guys know, I am not political. I am associated with parties on both sides of the Atlantic. I am here in the UK, which of course I'm born and bred. I am a Liberal Democrat. And in the States, I do recognise myself with the Democrat Party. No way could I be a Republican. No way could I be a Republican. Yeah. So we don't, I mean, never on any of the shows I've done, I've never liked to bring up politics, never wanted to be political, but we'll do some stories every now and then, if we feel it's related to what we do, and we can try and not politicalise it, which hence to what we're going to do today, because the Montreal Victoire have just had their, presidential, prime ministerial visit to the big office. Well, Canada has a prime minister. Oh. Canada's like us. They have a parliament and a prime minister. So, yeah. So they're kind of like us in a way. So. Okay, right. That's the best way to describe it. Yeah, right, well. Canada's prime minister, has just very recently welcomed the Montreal Victoire to his office, and he even got presented with his own jersey. Ooh! This is not the first time this season we've talked about Prime Minister Carney. Because obviously, you know, earlier he went to charge, didn't he? Yeah. Yeah, it's during the Finland's leader on a state visit, and they took him to charge his train visit, which was a bit weird. Yeah, because we did do episode all the time. Yeah, right. Yeah, because I think it was not long after we got back from Minneapolis. Yeah, so it was a bit bizarre. Yeah. Yeah, but this is kind of more, you know, standard, because you normally, if you follow the States, you do normally see a lot of stories about how certain sports teams get to go and visit the White House after they've won a championship, although our invitation clearly got lost in the mail 2 times. Well, would you really? Would you really have wanted our Minnesota Frost to go to the White House, given who's in charge right now? Fair dues. Especially the way he treated that CNN reporter. It was most recent Hot Topic brought up on the View. He just lashed into this CNN journalist. It was a woman. But well, technically in 2024 they could have gone, because technically in 2024 Biden was still the president. Oh, that would have been an interesting sight. Come on in, Grandpa. Lady! You never liked it. You wanted Bernie Sanders. But that is fair. Come on in, Grandpa. Come and say hello to these nice young ladies. Did you want Bernie Sanders when he ran against Hillary? Yes! Because I was not confident Hillary could win an election. In 2016 and 2020, I was backing Bernie for the nomination, because I thought he would be, given who the Republicans were most like going to primary, I thought he would be the best in the campaign to take on. I'm not sure how he would have done as president, but I think he would have been a very good campaigner. Yeah. But obviously, when we do get obviously when our nominee is sworn in at our convention, I do back them, you know, regardless who it is, even if I don't like them. So technically, 2020, I did get behind Joe Biden, even though at the time I didn't want him as the nominee, and I also thought that Trump was going to win regardless. Yeah, so I thought, yeah. I wasn't confident in 2020. I honestly, I was not confident that we were going to win in 2020. I generally thought the Republicans would win 2020, Trump gets his second term, and then we can just go into 2024 and he would be gone. We would not have to worry about him. Yeah. And not have to worry about, oh, will he abide by the Constitution? Yeah. And unfortunately, because the event did not go that way, it does mean that we are a little bit worried about 2028, how that will go, because if we win the White House 2028, do you honestly think he and Vance will go quietly? No! They will not! They will not! They will not. But yeah. But you could at least send the invitation. Or get Carmen to do it! What was the point of being there today? Honestly, what did she do? What did Carmen do in 4 years as BP? What did she do? What did she do? Read the book. I know, I need to get around to reading that, don't I? Read the book. I know. I've got her book. I bought it last year. I got her book not long after it came out, so I've got the book. I just need to get around to reading it. I've got other better read material to get around to first, if you know what I mean. You know? Oh, Scott! Oh, Kip! There you go. Yeah, but they would be nice, you know, if the White House at least invited us, yeah, you know, at least invited us, and then we could, oh, could we not? Yeah. Because Vegas did it, the Panthers done it twice, yeah. So, yeah, but anyway, but no, so Mark Carney, recently welcomed the Montreal Victoire to his place of work. What do they call it, Canada? I know nothing about Canadian politics. I know nothing. I'm not a political guy. So I don't even know what Canada calls where their leader resides. Because obviously here in the UK it's Downing Street. In America it's the White House. I don't know what Canada calls where theirs goes now. Well, I think the fact that he had them there, I think is really good. Yeah, because it shows that. Because he has made some calls before when it comes to hockey, but in tackling Trump last year. Yeah. Yeah, I think maybe it's about dropping gloves, something like that. I can't remember what it was, but he did come a little Hockey Brothers last year with tackling Trump when he also was threatening to make them the 51st state. Which of course has not happened, and it will not happen. Yeah. So Montreal Victoire took their World Cup celebrations to Ottawa, meeting with Prime Minister Mark Carney following their championship win on May 20. The team was received around 12:30 p.m. in the PM's office as part of their post-title tour after beating Ottawa Charge to capture the league's championship and first for a Canadian team. I'll just get the opening in the real that way now. The Prime Minister's office is in Ottawa. Awkward! Yeah, well pointed out, lady. Well pointed out. During the visit, Captain Marie-Philippe Poulin presented the Prime Minister with a personalised Victoire jersey bearing his name. Awkward! Yeah, Robbie supports Aura. Oh, God. Carney congratulated the team on what he called an incredible and historic season. And thanked them for their contribution to Canadian hockey and national pride. He also said he hoped the players would now take a well-deserved rest after their championship run. Don't worry, Carney, they will. It's a very long off-season of the PWHL. But it also, I feel this stop. It represents another important moment for women's hockey. Yeah, just to have that visit happen. Yeah, it just shows that people are starting to recognise we're here and we're not going anywhere. Yeah. Celine Dion also. I saw that. I saw it. I saw that post. Yeah, I saw that post. What happened? What have I missed? What have I missed? Celine Dion congratulated him on Twitter. No! She did. I saw it. I saw the post. She did. I was like, no, it's not. Can't be. It can't be. She's got a serious condition. How's she able to post on Twitter? She's got a very serious condition. It's very hard for her to move about these days, So, I mean, God, do you remember when she turned up for the Olympic ceremony in Paris, and all our expats that were watching in the room with us just literally were just like this? Because they couldn't believe Celine Dion was there, given what she's had to go through the last few years. Yeah, she even did a documentary about it, which might be available somewhere in stream. So, yeah, I saw that. I know. I love Celine Dion. I love her. I love her. We were not robbed in 1988. Fuck off! Fuck off! Fuck off! Fuck off! We were not robbed in 1988. Just like how we were not robbed in 1993. Fuck off, Sonia! Yeah, so I do think we're now starting to see more people, particularly more public figures, now recognise our sport is here, it's here to stay, and you need to start going on board. You need to start going on board. Because obviously we've been on board for 16 years now, so I think the fact that a PHL team has had the opportunity to go and visit a world leader in their place of work, I think that is incredible, and I think it just shows the growth of our sport. It kind of helps if you've got a world leader who is familiar with hockey full stop, but yeah, I think it's brilliant, and it's something that really we should have seen in the last 2 years with the Frost Championships, despite my opinion on who is in the White House, because I'm not a fan of either President 45, 47 or President 46, but I still would have liked it if the Frost had the opportunity to at least be invited to go to the White House. Don't have to be with the President, it could have easily been with the BP. Oh no! No! Hold on, no, right, careful what you say! No, oh that policy's rubbish. Careful what you say, no! I would not have liked it if our players had to be in a room with JD Bands. Fine enough, Zelensky had to do it. Oh no. Say thank you! Say thank you! It's like, God's sake. Jesus Christ, that was horrible to watch. Was that before or after Keir Starmer bent over for a second state visit? Might have been after. Yeah, that was because that was also disgusting to watch as well. Especially as we Liberal Democrats did not want to have a second state visit. But I think it would have been nice, because there will be other American teams that will win the World Cup. So it would be nice if the whoever's in charge as the Commander-in-Chief at the time, it would be nice if you at least offered the invitation, then we know you at the very least acknowledging it. As I'm getting sick of seeing Stanley Cup champion going to the White House, get their photos with the President, and then fucks off. Yeah, I remember in 2024 when started with Vegas, when Vegas got theirs, I was thinking, no, not 24, last 25. So I remember last year when the Panthers were in there, sorry, not 24, because obviously 2024 we were still we were competing that year. So I remember sorry, there's been so much hockey going on now, it's hard to keep track of the dates. I do remember last year, 2025, when the Panthers were getting theirs. I was thinking, okay, well, where's the Frost invitation? Yeah, because we were reigning champions last year. So where's our invitation? So I at the very least would like to at least see the White House at least offer an invitation, and they don't accept it, but just at least offer it, and then that shows, okay, you are taking a looking at who we are, what we do. If you get what I mean? Yeah. So I think. So while I am not involved with politics, don't like politics, think it's evil, I do think it's really good that the Prime Minister of Canada has basically recognised the importance of the league, importance of this team that's just won it. Right? Understands the importance that this was obviously Canada's first ever World Cup, first All Canadian final, guys. Yeah, first All Canadian finals in the World Cup, and for a lot of people, including me, the first ever All Canadian matchup in their lifetime. And we did check. We have checked. Did we ever work out what the last Calder Cup All Canadian matchup was? No, I don't think we did, but we can do it now if we want. I'll just very quickly time to Google. Right, we did that very quickly. So we have done that for On It, where we did look back on the last time. The Stanley Cup was all Canadian. That, of course, was back in 1989. So way before I was born. Way before I was born. I, of course, was born in 1996, and of course we all know who won the Stanley Cup in that year. Don't we, Bernie? But we weren't able to do it with the Calder Cup finals, because that went back even further. Although, obviously, Abbotsford this time last year did win the Calder Cup, and then obviously this season crashed and burnt. Literally crashed and burnt. I don't think I'm going to find it, but we'll give it one more go. Oh my god. Wow. There has never been All Canadian finals of the Calder Cup. That's no wonder why we couldn't find it when we did the episode, because there hasn't been one! There hasn't been one. There hasn't been one. Wow. There we go. It is possible to do it. It is possible to do it, because there are Canadian teams in both the Eastern and Western conferences of the AHL. It is possible, but it's... Oh. It's so hard. Especially how Manitoba... Yeah. Especially how Manitoba are the only Canadian team in the Central Division. So you would need Manitoba to get to the Western Conference Finals, and then we need to face either the Canucks, Wranglers... Yeah, either the... So there's so many teams in my bracket, because I keep going. Yeah! You definitely need to face either the Wranglers or the Canucks in the Western Conference bar to then guarantee that a Canadian team from the West Coast would go through. Because there's more Canadian teams in the East Conference. You've got, obviously, Toronto, the Marlies, you've got Laval, Bellevue, you've now got Hamilton coming next year, so yeah, but so there you go. So no wonder I couldn't find it when we did the episode, because there was one. There you go. But yeah, so well done to the PM for, taking time out of your very busy schedule, to, honour our league, honour our athletes. Just really good. Great to see that. Really great to see that. Happening. Yeah. Really really pleased for that. Yeah, so really looking forward to seeing what happens in the future. Do you reckon he would do it again? Well, so just to say that another Canadian team won the World Cup this time next year, would he do it again? And welcome them to his office. Well, I want to see why not. Right, because I think now you've welcomed the Victoire, you're kind of gonna need to have to do it for everybody else. Yeah. Otherwise, it's not gonna be fair. Yeah. So you can't just do it for one team and then go, well, someone else is not gonna do it. You can't do it now. You can't set a precedent now, so I don't see why I wouldn't. Okay. Just want to ponder as we're getting towards the end of the episode. I thought maybe, no, I think I can see he wouldn't have a problem doing it for all Canadian teams. He just would have to think, well, administration Arcton, would they also do it? Yeah. I mean, look, I can't see why not. Because obviously, Canada is what hockey, because the hockey is a big in Canada. Right? So I can't see why, but yeah. But good for him. Yeah. Good for him for having the decency to welcome our league into his backyard. Yeah. Yeah. You still need to come to a game, though, Prime Minister. Yeah, come to a game. Okay. You're doing the right things. You just need to come to a game. Yeah, come on. You know, come on down anytime. But there is now 5 markets in Canada now, so anytime. You know, come on down to a game. Get yourself down to a game. Get yourself down to a game. Right, I think I'm happy to call it quits, though. Yeah. Get rid of this political shit fest. Normal services will resume next time. Thank you, as always. So next time, take care.